Desserts. I love a sweet treat. You don't have those anymore because you're on a special diet.
No, I'm not.
Dead.
No, I'm not on that diet anymore.
Sorry for your loss.
You brought it up, though.
I know that was a big part of your personality for 2024. And now, without it, I mean, who are you?
Well, I guess I'll just have to find something else to make into my entire personality.
Not entire. I didn't say that. Don't get all pissy. You're just 80% your personality is devoted to that. Now that that's over, that phase that you went through, is it safe to call it a phase?
Everything's a phase.
I guess.
This whole show is a phase.
Phase of nothing. We have a bunch of desserts neatly lined up on skinny. I love those skinny trays, don't you?
I don't have passion for them.
Yeah, but they're kind of cool. They're long and thin. You don't see them, the long, thin look. Do you like the long, thin look?
Nobody gets excited about dinnerware and place settings and
They can add. They can
stuff.
definitely add. They can detract and they can add.
You're just being salesy right now. You're trying to push your products. You're probably gonna.
I
you're
don't sell those things.
Oh, then why speak about them in that way?
That's our whole show. Remember, we just talk about the shit we see in front of us, and that's exactly what I'm doing.
Wait, this is Food Buffet Report?
I'm doing the work.
Then okay, go ahead.
Doing it.
Do
I'm
the
doing
work.
it. Well, I did. I've already done a lot. I did almost a whole show. It's almost over, and I've done everything. I mean,
Why are all the cakes? Why are all the pieces of cake, like a good majority of them, they're cut into triangles? Do you think somebody came up with the idea in the kitchen to cut them into triangles and got really excited and thought, "Oh, we're going to do this all the time now. I'm going to make triangle-shaped cake my entire personality."
is it more fun to eat a triangular piece of cake than square? Just stuff it in your mouth? Is there a reason? Is it
Well,
good for mouth stuffing better?
I think given that those trays are so long and narrow, by cutting the pieces of cake into triangle shapes and lining them up like that, there's a lot of wasted space.
Yeah.
In fact, you'd probably be able to, if you just arranged those pieces of cake differently, even if they still were triangles, you'd be able to fit twice as many slices on there.
I would pick one of the triangular pieces right out of the everyone's taking it from either the end of it, the beginning of the tray or the end of the tray, whichever way
I don't know if you know this, but I'm still talking. Even though I took a small pause,
Yeah.
I'm still talking.
Oh, you had more to say? Okay.
Yeah, I had more to say.
All right. Well,
So
you've
this
you've
is-
used some of your more to say by telling me you had more to say.
Does this
You could have
count
just
as a
said more to say. You don't need to just go ahead. Get it out.
So, you know the term a slice of cake, right? Which refers to a slice of cake. In the literal sense, it's a slice, and you cut it with a knife, right? So, if those little triangles there are cake, are they slices of cake? Or are they pieces of cake because of the fact that they're smaller and all cut into uniform pieces? Like a slice is just like the cross section. But these are a step further. And I don't know if you can call those slices. What do you think?
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. A lot. With a lot of things that you said. It's not for me to answer. It's for the audience that we probably lost 5 minutes ago. When I say audience, I say it singular, not plural, not audi. What is it? Just a single person in an audience? If you have one person sitting and watching, is that called an audience, or what is it called? Now, would you use those tongs to grab that cake, or would you just use your hands?
I wouldn't use my hands.
It seems like just a wasted step because you could take it straight from the thing, just grab it with your you're like this, your finger grabbers, and you could just grab it and in the mouth. But if you take
Yeah.
the tong, you got to put it on a plate, and then you walk back to the table, and it should just gone. You eat it right there at the
If it was
buffet.
just if it was just you and me, I'm sure that you and I could eat with our hands right at the buffet without even bothering to use a plate. However, at buffets, it's rarely just you and me. Actually, it's never been you and me because we've never gone to a buffet together. But if we did, there would be other people there, and I'm sure at every buffet there is something what we like to call a nervous onlooker.
Buffet sheriff.
Yeah, self-appointed.
Yeah, I'm sure there is. They report you. There should be a anonymous, like a what do they call it? Like a whistleblower line at the
Buffet
buffets.
buffet whistleblower.
Like you can't come into the buffet anymore because you leaned you stayed at the place with the cakes and leaned against the buffet and ate them with your fingers. You could probably do some things at buffets that would make people uncomfortable, like
Yeah,
grabbing with your not using the tongs. The tong have that little resting place too. Look at that, the spoon rest.
resting place.
It's not it's a spoon rest. You can see it's got that weird hump in it for the spoon. And the tongs, they really don't. You can't set the tongs up there. You can see it's not a tong holder, is it?
Isn't it interesting how spoons have spoon-shaped rests?
It's a spoon for the spoon.
Knives don't have knife-shaped rests. Like when you cut into a cake or something really messy, there's no knife rest. You just rest it on the edge of the tray. But a spoon always gets its own rest.
Rest.
Tongs don't get a tong rest. Tongs really need tong rests. What do we see as tong rests most of the time? Just plates. Plates aren't supposed to be used for that. Plates have their purpose.
Yeah. I hear a bird. That must mean the episode's over.
I feel like I got really emotional during this episode at times about various things. What an adventure.
Really was. It's fun how, something as simple as a buffet can bring out the inner emotions and feelings that have been buried down below. So why not? Let it out.
Yeah. Well, thanks everybody for watching.
Episode's over.
Is it though?
Yeah, it's over.